and answer session. We used to do this every Friday until some things caught up with us, but we are here back once again answering very difficult questions. No matter how difficult those questions are, we shall answer them. The caller on the line, can you hear me, please? Your name and where you are.
Good morning, Mazi.
Good morning.
My name is Kenneth Nnamdi, calling from Germany, from Bremen, Germany.
Your name is Kenneth. I want to know your proper name. That one you're answering is a Danish name. It came from Denmark. What is your proper name?
My name is Nnamdi.
Very good. Omunna Nnachukwu, thank you very much. Named after heaven itself. From where?
Thank you, Mazi. I'm calling from Bremen, Germany.
From Bremen in Germany. It seems only Germans are awake this morning, and those from Texas as well. Please go ahead, you're listening. Go ahead.
Yeah, Mazi, I just came back from work this morning, so I have to wait for your question and answer. So, Mazi, I just have two articles for you this morning, and I hope it will not be so difficult to explain them to me. One important thing I want to say is, I want to ask first is, we are having a very big problem here, and the problem we are having is a lot of us, we don't have a passport anymore. They are expired, and when we try to apply for our passport in the embassy, most of us that are in Facebook, that are really posting a lot of things about the disintegration of Nigeria, they are refusing us passport in one way or the other by not even giving us an appointment to get our passport. So, and we don't actually know what to do. Some people are running from Germany to Holland to go get their passport and just stuff like that. So, but now most of us don't know on how we go about this thing. So, it is a problem. So, I don't know how you can clarify these things for us, how we go about it. But a suggestion for it, how I thought, is like in Germany here, officially in Germany here, we are like not registered officially in Germany here, because like the Ipob Bremen where I belong to, we are registered, and in Europe they have a way their law works. It's like every state have their own law. So as we are registered in Bremen, it's like we are registered under the law of Bremen. The people in Hamburg, who, if they are registered in Hamburg, they are registered under the law of Hamburg, the state. Yes. And in Cologne, it's just like
it's a proper federal system, as you have in the USA, a proper federal system. Every state in Germany has their own laws, and they implement it, they enact their own laws, and they implement it accordingly. It's a proper federal system. I have a very simple answer to your question. There is something called stateless statehood, which means you now have to, what we need to do is to perhaps instruct our lawyers. Mike is there, who is our deputy head of the Directorate of State. We can get him to explore the possibility of trying to get the UN involved, and the UN in this instance, they have no choice. Once you have been denied a renewal of your passport, you go to the nearest UN office or get your lawyer to inquire for you about applying for the status of statelessness, which means somebody without a state until Biafra is recognized. And they are bound by conventions and treaties to make sure that they issue with a travel document. Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, because some of us started this very thing already. Like for me, I went already to the local foreign office where we renew our visa.
Yes.
Let me say where we renew our stay. Like those of us who don't have the German passport or something like that. So, and they gave me, because my passport expired already last month, and they gave me something they call in Germany Fiktion Bescheinigung. So this paper I can be using to run around in Germany to work, but I can't use this very paper to leave Germany.
That's what I'm explaining to you. The only document you can use to leave Germany is one issued by the United Nations, because currently we are all stateless. Once the zoo refuses to renew your passport, you become stateless. And with that, it is enough compelling evidence to get the UN to issue you with a travel document, because you are a stateless person. Stateless. That's what it means. And now with it, you can also approach the authorities of where you're in and get them to try to, of course, fix whatever endorsement or should I say whatever identity or valid document or stay in that very area that you may have to need on your travel document. So the next port of call is the UN to make them aware that we are stateless, not by choice but by virtue of the behavior of the zoological republic. That's what we are going to do, and I will get Nzulumike to look into it and see how that applies in the case of Germany. That is something that people do not understand. There is something called persons who are stateless, which means you have no country of your own. In our case, we are waiting for Biafra to come. Where you have been denied access to proper documentation, as the zoo is now doing, then we go to the UN and we apply for this very status. As simple as that. And that's what we're going to do. So I will get Nzulumike to investigate it and then come back to us. Because what we have right now, especially in Germany, is not acceptable, and we're not going to accept it. Thank you very much for your call. Is that all you have to say?
Okay, Mazi.
Thank you, and remain blessed. Thank you very, very much. Our lines are open. This is Radio Biafra. We are live and direct. Your name and where you are, please. Sorry, I can't hear you. The caller on the line, I cannot hear you.
Hello, good morning, sir.
Good morning to you. Please, your name and where you're calling us from.
Yeah, good morning, my leader. My name is John China Sokuchima, a regular caller calling from Aba.
From Aba, please go ahead.
Yes, my leader. May Chukwu bless you and keep you more stronger as you are pushing us to this our glorious land.
Yes, sir.
My question for you this morning is I really wanted to know, because in our meeting last Saturday we deliberated it. We have some of our new members that are coming. I want you to clear air, because some people say that you say that we should close our books, we should not welcome new members again, no monthly dues. But some people are coming because of the way they see IPOB moving and the way we are on truth, and the whole thing they are doing is coming up. They wanted to join us. What do you do to them? I want you to clear, because they say that you say we should not welcome new members again.
No. I think, sorry, let me cut you short there. No, they misunderstood what I said. I said in ESN, we no longer welcome new recruits into ESN. But as for ordinary family meeting, people can come in. But let me tell you the fear that we have. There are a lot of people who have been recruited by the zoo to identify our people for abduction. So where you have a temporary moratorium in place, where people are not being accepted, or should I say new members are not being accepted, it is for a very simple reason that we need to keep those who are there before secure and safe. And coming to the issue of contribution, yes, allow me to repeat, I do not want that. No more monthly dues for the time being until I lift it. No more monthly dues in Biafra land alone. Outside Biafra land, in the diaspora, people are allowed to continue to contribute. But in Biafra land, no more monthly dues in Biafra land. And I would leave it to the coordinators on the ground to determine those of them who should be admitted into our meetings. But for ESN, the door is shut, it is closed. No more. We have enough people and they're doing wonderfully well. And we need to make sure that anybody coming in is sensible enough, is understanding enough to appreciate the level of discipline required for you to serve in ESN. ESN is more disciplined than any army in Africa at the moment. And we don't want people to come in there to contaminate it. Thank you very much for your call. Thank you very, very much for your call. And I welcome it this very morning. Our line once again, and please let me remind you how it works. You will call and we will take your, once I accept you, then you can then call back, because if you call initially as a first-time caller, you may not be able to be accepted. The caller on the line, can you hear me? Do we have a caller on the line? We have a caller on the line. If you will bear with me, please. Too many calls are coming in. If you will please bear with me, let me put you on speaker. You are now live to the whole world. Yes, your name and where you are.
Good morning, Mazi. My name is Mazi Johnathan. They're calling you from India. Okay?
From India. Yes, go ahead. Please go ahead.
Yes, Mazi, I want to ask a question. Yesterday, we saw what happened in Yoruba land. I believe that they are stepping up and they are becoming more serious about Yoruba agitation. So what I want to ask is, for now, I understand that steps has been made to reach to them because we understand that we need alliance, we need friends to shoot together and know how to confront our enemy and champion our cause. So what I want to ask is, what are we making to unite with our Yoruba brothers? Because I understand that in the future, if we want to overturn how things are going in Africa and in West Africa, we need a union. A union of a such union that Great Britain operated. We need the Yorubas, we need the Middle Belt, and even extending to our brothers on the Amazonia. So what kind of system do we think is viable for us to be able to change how things are going in West Africa today? And do we think this is the time, as we are fighting together, do we think this is the time to start championing for that tomorrow that we might need to change things in Africa? And on that basis, I want you to as well assure our people that have whatever in Yoruba, in the Middle Belt, and wherever they might have what they call their properties, that this union as well is going to protect their interests, and they should not be afraid of anything and come back home or join this cause on whatever accord they can be able to join. Because till today, our people are still saying all sorts of things, that they are not being protected, and what is going to become of whatever they have in what they call a foreign land after Biafra comes. So I want you to, on this basis, assure them again that things will be, their properties and everything they have got there is protected. This is my question this morning. Thank you.
Thank you very much, and I will answer your question. I will answer your question, and you should continue to listen very, very carefully. We are working very, very closely with our Yoruba brethren, working very, very closely with them. You must understand this very carefully. We have held series of meetings and continue to hold series of meetings. It's not hidden. I am not hiding it. That is the reason why we can do what we have been doing, what we've been doing, and that is the reason why our Yoruba brethren have now risen up, because they know that we cannot go behind their back to go and cut a deal with the Fulani to allow a Fulani invasion of Yoruba land as a revenge of what happened during the war. They know that is not going to happen. We have a very clear understanding. We know that our future and our fates are intertwined. We know the game that the Fulani Janja would have been playing for years, playing us against each other, whilst they remain at the helm, impoverishing everybody. That era has come and gone. We are one with the Yoruba people right now. And let me repeat, you talked about development across that very sub-region, all the way from Amazonia to the Middle Belt to Yoruba land, all the way along the coastal lines of West Africa. We are going to give them free oil and free gas. Very, very important, starting from Yoruba land. Rather than having Dangote refinery, what we are going to do, we'll use that same pipe laid by Dangote from Bayelsa all the way to Lagos, where he's building his refinery. The Yorubas will own it, and we'll give them oil and gas for free in perpetuity. The same thing we shall extend to Benin Republic. The same thing to Togo. The same thing to I think Ghana now, they have their own oil. Anybody who do not have oil and gas, we are going to extend it to them. Our mission is to develop everybody and to free everybody, not just Biafra. Everybody has to be free, because it's called economies of scale. If they are doing well, you are also doing well. If they are poor, you are also poor. Go and ask Germany how much they spend trying to get every component part of the EU to be as developed as Germany is. Anybody should ask those of them that called us this morning from Germany. Go and ask Angela Merkel, how much are you, why is it that Germany is bringing us so much money to be propping up the EU? Because they want everybody to be developed. Once people are developed, they can buy your goods and services. Poor people cannot buy power bikes. Poor people cannot buy, let's say, drones. Poor people cannot buy flat screen TV, the smart TV. No, they need to be rich. And now, if you have a company, let's say in Biafra land, manufacturing all these things, and there's nobody to buy it, what are you going to do? These are the things that we need to understand, that the well-being of your next door neighbor is also to your advantage. We want to eradicate that mindset in a black person, that you should be the only rich man, the only cock crowing in your village. No, it is not a good thing for you, because your lives will not be safe. Look at the Fulani Janjaweed, for example. Let me use the Fulani Caliphate, for example, the impoverished northern part of the Zoological Republic of Nigeria. Look at them today. The reason why banditry cannot stop is because over the years they failed to invest in education. The reason why they are not amenable to reason was over the years they shunned education. They wanted to impoverish everybody. They thought that by making all the Almajiris very poor, somehow them and their children will continue to enjoy and to control them. Today they are in possession of AK-47 and things have changed. And now in most schools in Zamfara, in most schools in Yobe, in most schools in Adamawa, they are no longer open. Children no longer go to school. It is as a direct consequence of unemployment, as a direct consequence of years and years of implementation of rules, regulation, and laws that are anti-people. In Biafra land, we are going to be different. Britain fought against Biafra, not Nigeria, because Britain thought that we don't have the spirit to share, that Biafrans cannot share because of what Ojukwu told Shell and BP. But they are wrong, they are very much mistaken. What our eternal leader said was that you don't come to blackmail me with something that God gave to me. If you want oil, we can give it to you, but you have to pay at the rate at which every other country is paying around the world. That was when Harold Wilson, the Labour Prime Minister of Britain, said that Biafrans are going to die. That he doesn't really care. He was a shareholder in BP. Then he said he doesn't care how many Biafrans will die, as long as they continue to get their oil and gas for free. That was why they supported the Fulani Janjaweed. And these are the things, the mistakes we have learned from. You mentioned people and their properties in the north. They keep saying this thing all the time. I have a 2-bedroom hotel in Jalingo. What is going to happen to it? And I say to them that you are very much mistaken. Your property is more secure if there is a Biafran than when you are in Nigeria. And let me repeat, your properties in the north is more secure if you have a Biafran independent nation than if you remain in the zoo called Nigeria. Because today, most people own properties abroad. For instance, I have a property in England. When Biafra comes, am I going to lose it? The answer is no. You know, the Janjaweed who are not educated keep saying, okay, Biafrans should leave. Once you leave, we take over your property. That is rubbish. That is rubbish, because let me tell you what is going to happen. It's very simple. Some of you talk about ICC all the time, International Criminal Court, where violators of human rights are being taken to for trial. There is another court called the International Court of Justice, ICJ, where states can take states to court. If they touch any of your properties in the north, all Biafra will need to do is to petition ICJ, and ICJ will award compensation for those properties they have destroyed or seized from you. Once that is done, then the Janjaweed government will be forced to pay. If they don't have the money to pay, any grants that any country is giving to them will be seized and used to compensate people that lost their properties. That is something that people do not know. The reason why all the properties we lost during the war was not returned and no compensation paid was because there was no Biafra to take the Nigerian government to International Court of Justice, the ICJ. Also sitting in The Hague.
Today is the 8th day of March in the year of our Lord 2022. We are here live and direct. Our leader is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who is in the enemy dungeon. Make no mistake about it. He must be released by fire, by force. We never, beg for what belongs to us. No. We demand for our rights and we get it. We are Biafrans. Therefore, once again, I welcome each and every one of you to welcome your friends and well-wishers. Even welcome your enemies in this hallowed platform, because this is where we expend enlightenment to him who cares. This is where we are trying to revolutionize your brains, our brains, in order to do the right thing. Instead of continuing living in a state of zombie, instead of accepting whatever you are being done, you accept it. Here we break that activate that part of your brain that you think you don't need it. The part of the brain that controls critical thinking. Do you understand? Therefore, that is why you don't dare miss Radio Biafra London. As a student of Radio Biafra London, I'm telling you, you are born again. You are blessed. Because no person can dare withstand your argument, sound argument, on issues that matter. Do you understand? Very sound argument. Because that is the source of our pride. In order to think and reason critically, not to be reasoning like morons. That is why in Nigeria there is no electricity. Everybody is behaving like an animal. Generator making noise everywhere. And the people, you know, it doesn't matter to people. Here we push you to know that it matters. All this matters. It matters. Therefore, without wasting any time or any more time, or taking any of your time, let us pray.
ọbụna na-azụ ụkwụ n'ana wee chie echiche ọjọọ n'isi Ipob wee chie echiche ọjọọ n'isi Nnamdi Kanu asị m onye azụ ụkwụ n'ana na tuwelie ya asị m onye arie nnu atakasịa ya arụ onye aṅụọ mmiri gbagbuo ya n'aha Chukwu okike abịama eze Chukwu okike abịama Chukwu kere ihe niile mana onwere ihe kere ya aja ani Igbo ọkụ ọkụnyere nwata n'aka anaghị ere ya nwoke si na ya ji ọfọ nwaanyị si na ya ji ọfọ mana ọfọ maara onye ji ya asị m na abụ m nwata na-asa arụ n'afọ o nwere ihe mma ọkụ unu kpọrọ m oku ọkụ unu gụnyere m ọkụ a n'aka sị na ọ gaghị ele m asị m na mbọsị ọbụla mụnwa bụ nwa eze Chukwu bụ ụzọ mba nke ọma dịka dọplesi sampe masta aka ji ọfọ Igbo niile asị m na ntinye aka n'imegide ụmụ Igbo ma ọ tinye aka n'imegide ụmụ Biafra Chukwu okike abịa ma aja anyị Igbo asị gị megide m mana ọ bụrụ na m atinyela aka n'imegide ụmụ Igbo na m atinyela aka n'imegide ụmụ Biafra na m atinyela aka n'imegide Nnamdi Kanu onye ọbụla tinyela aka n'imegide Nnamdi Kanu onye ọbụla tinyela aka n'imegide ụmụ Igbo onye ọbụla tinyela aka n'imegide ụmụ Biafra onye ọbụla tinyela aka n'imegide m asị m ana tiwelie ya asị m onye aṅụọ mmiri gbagbuo ya asị m onye aṅụọ mmiri gbagbuo ya asị m onye a zụkwụ n'ana ana tiwelie ya asị m onye a rie nnu atakasịrị ya arụ Chukwu okike abịama ebunye m ọfọ Igbo niile ike nke ụmụ Igbo ji eji ọgụ abụnye enwu gị tata bụ ụbọchị eke mmụọ niile bụ mmụọ eke batara n'ala Igbo asị m gị binye bịa n'ọrụ ụmụ Igbo ọgụ bịa n'ọrụ ụmụ Biafra ọgụ bịa n'ọrụ Maazị Nnamdi Kanu ọgụ bịa n'ọrụ m onwe m ọgụ bịa n'ọrụ ndị ọdịnala niile ọgụ bịa n'ọrụ ụmụnne anyị niile ọgụ asị m na bido tata gawa ka m na-ekwubi ndụ n'isi ụmụ Igbo ka m na-ekwubi ọganihu n'isi ụmụ Igbo niile ana m ekwubi na tata ka ọgbaghara dị n'ala Igbo ga-adajọ tata ka ọnwụ dị n'ala Igbo ga-adajọ ya jeela anyị ọgụ n'ọnụ niile ọnụ ọbụla na-eri nnu eri mmanụ anaghị ekwu arụ ọnụ ọbụla na-eri nnu eri mmanụ anaghị emegide nwanne ya n'ọnụ ọbụla na-aṅụ mmiri na-eri nnu eri mmanụ nke pụrụ echiche imegide anyị asị m ọnụ ada ogbu anya ọbụla na-ekpe anya ọjọọ nere anyị asị anya akpụọ isi ụkwụ ọbụla jeela anyị ije ọjọọ anyị sị ụkwụ ada ngwụrọ aka ọbụla fụrụ anyị wee tụwa aka asị aka akpọnwụọ osisi ọbụla fụrụ anyị na-atụ ngwa anyị si ikuku futuo ya onye ọbụla fụrụ anyị wee cheta ihe gburu nwa ya gbuo ya onye ọbụla fụrụ anyị kpọwa akwa alịlị akọkọrọ ya akọ anyị si anya mmiri akọrọ ya n'anya anyị si na anyị ga na-ejere anyị ga na-ana ọ ga-adịrị anyị na mma ọ ga-adịrị Nnamdi Kanu na mma ọ ga-adịrị ezinụlọ ya na mma ọ ga-adịrị ụmụ Igbo na mma ọ ga-adịrị ụmụ Igbo nọ mba ofesi na mma ọ ga-adịrị ụmụ Igbo nọ na mba niile pụrụ iche iche na mma ndị niile nọ n'ụlọ mkpọrọ na ha ga-apụta ha ga-enwere onwe ha na anyị bụ nwatakịrị na-asa arụ n'afọ n'afọ nke anyị kwutere bụ nke ọma nke anyị gụtara bụ nke ọma nabata na anyị n'ime mmụọ na eziokwu mana nke anyị na-agatara biko gbaghara na anyị amara agụ na anyị bụ nwatakịrị anyị ekenekwa unu ụzọ ọbụla anyị si na-emegide unu ya gbaghara anyị ma nyekwa anyị ike na mmụọ anyị ga-eji gbaghara ndị mehiere anyị ekpe ma kwere na gị nwa bụ Chukwu okike abịa ama Chukwu eke Chukwu orie Chukwu afọ Chukwu nkwọ Chukwu kere ihe niile mana o nwere ihe kere ya anyị sị gị ya gozie mmiri ya gozie obodo niile ọ ga-awụsa gozie obodo niile mmiri a ga-awụsa gozie obodo niile mmiri a ga-awụsa gozie mba niile ala Biafra niile bụ ndị ga na-azụ ụkwụ n'okporo ụzọ mmiri a ga-awụsa gozie ha na-eke gozie ha n'ori gozie ha na afọ gozie ha na nkwọ na Chukwu okike abịa
Ise. Once again, I welcome each and every one of you to today's edition of Radio Biafra HAUSA-SERVICE, coming to you through Radio Biafra London. My name remains Mazi Johnathan from Olo province of Biafra land. We are here live and direct, and today is the 8th day of March 2022. We must continue. There are many things that are happening. You see why people, they wait until I start and they start calling. That is what I cannot understand, honestly. It's just disturbance. That's it. But we must continue. Please do not call me now. Do not call me yet until our lines are open. I think I need to switch off the telephone, please. That is what I am going to do. I need to switch it off. Because some people have this, just this character. If you talk to them now, you say, oh, I'm sorry. Let me switch off the phone. Yes, it's off. So, as I said, I welcome each and every one of you to today's edition of Radio Biafra HAUSA-SERVICE, coming to you through Radio Biafra London. Today is the 8th day of March 2022. Why I used to repeat the date is for you to understand that we are live. Any day I say the date and it doesn't correspond to the day, know that it's not live. That is it. Before I continue, because today I'm going to talk about the slow or gradual but tactical drift to colonization via Islamization. It will be very brief. It will be very brief. But we must be opening the eyes of our people. That is why the Caliphate hates Ipob. Their first enemy is Ipob, Mazi Johnathan and Ipob. Because we are putting Sansan into their gari. We are blocking their way to the Atlantic, as Ottoman Danfodio vowed. But before I go there, I want to read a news that made headline today. Court sacks Ebonyi governor, deputy over defection to APC. Let me read it a bit. The Nigerian Federal Court has removed Dave Umahi as the governor of Ebonyi State. That is the truth. But the problem is in Nigeria, there is no rule of law. So people, they don't obey the court order. That is another thing. But it is on record. It is on history. Let me read it a bit. Let me read it. A federal high court sitting in Abuja. Oh, this is today's news. Today is the 8th day of March 2022. It says, court sacks Ebonyi governor deputy over defection to APC. A federal high court sitting in Abuja has ordered Governor Dave Umahi and his deputy, Dr. Eric Kelechi Igwe, to immediately vacate office as governor and deputy governor of Ebonyi State. Are you listening? The court held that defecting from the party on which they were sponsored and elected as governor and deputy governor of Ebonyi State to APC, a political party that did not win the election, they had resigned or are deemed to have resigned from office. Yes. The court therefore restrained Dave Umahi and Eric Kelechi Igwe from parading themselves as governor and deputy governor of Ebonyi State. The court ordered the People's Democratic Party to nominate candidates to replace Umahi and Kelechi as governor and deputy governor of Ebonyi State, respectively. The court said that PDP should lend such names to the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC. The court further restrained INEC from recognizing Umahi and Igwe as governor and deputy governor of Ebonyi State. Are you understanding? It's very simple. This is what they're supposed to be doing. Listen, Dave Umahi is no more the governor of Ebonyi State. Dave Umahi Abohozi governor Ebonyi State. Onye na-achị Ebonyi State. Court Tishagoya. The Nigerian court in Abuja. Yana deputy ya. Is it Kelechi Igwe? Ha Abohozi governor na deputy governor Ebonyi State. Onye eku. Eric Kelechi Igwe, yes. Onye ekpebiri n'ụlọ ikpe tata. Do you understand? If you are hearing my voice from Ebonyi State, anywhere, any part of Biafra land, from today, Dave Umahi ceased to be addressed as the governor of Ebonyi State. That is what it is. You know, the issue is this. Nigerians don't obey, the powers in Nigeria, politicians, criminals we call politicians. They don't obey court order. But it is for the people to force them to obey court order. Do you see what the courts are rightly so? You know, sometimes we have been talking here, even I've spoken about it. Why it's not, you know, there is no sense, it's not rational for somebody to be so-called voted in anyhow as a governor of a state on one party, using one party. Then once he's in office, he will do shege to everybody and now do anything he likes. He can switch anything anywhere he likes with impunity, and people will be clapping. If people understand what law is, abiding by the law and the power people have, just imagine. You know, it has been their modus operandi. Mostly these criminals in Biafra land we call politicians. These pure low-life criminals we call politicians. Okorocha entered through APGA. You know, with the they joke, they play with the sentiments of our people. That is why we don't have anybody again to trust. Do you understand? We don't have any leader, any so-called leader to trust. Because once you help to put them there, at least they will rub you shit in the face and go anywhere they want to go with impunity, and the people will be watching them helplessly, without knowing that in a democratic setting, power belongs to the people. Do you understand? I say power belongs to the people. If people rise up one day, let me tell you, if people rise up in the whole of Imo State, rise up spontaneously, start say today, hope Uzodinma will get out of that office. He will run away. People rise up and start marching. No gun, no nothing. The power of the people. From Okigwe, from Olo, from Owerri, everywhere they are coming. Say we are going to pursue this man from office today because he is not our governor. Before God and man, he will run away. But the issue is this: people don't understand the power they wield in Nigeria. Instead of people to do something, they prefer to invoke a supernatural being. They prefer to go to the church, to mosque, or to any shrine, to worshiping centers and start crying to God they didn't see, to come and solve their problem. The problem they should solve by themselves. What do you call that? The clip I used to play, I played it before starting, part of it. The man called Nnamdi Agborundi Nzuzu, Agborunadero political. Agborundi Nzuzu. That is who we are. Except IPOB, because we are doing something. Do you understand me? Instead of people to rise up and do something, they prefer to go and buy the solution with what do you call it, tithe. Buy it with sowing seed, so that God will do it for them. And even wherever God is, he will be looking at the people, looking at them as very stupid set of human beings. Is it not the reason why we are suffering? We suffer because of stupidity. Therefore, this court has taken the bull by the horn, what you have been shouting, because it is not normal. Let's just reason, let's just candidly, how should somebody under the mandate of people, through one political party, because of the policy of the party, now they say, okay, we will vote for this person to represent us in that party, and they overwhelmingly voted and the person won. Immediately the person wins, he will enter office, he will be sworn into office. After a few weeks or few months or few years, a few months I should say, he will say, no, I'm no more in this party, I switch on to another party. It's a direct slap to the people. Direct. That you people are useless. That is what they used to tell us. That you are nonsense. You are fools. Normally, if the person should resign or switch to any other party, he should first of all resign as a governor or a politician or a political representative that he used their platform in order to enter the office. Do you see why we say we preach common sense here? And today the Nigerian courts have understood. Because that is what we preach here all the time. There is no rationale, no rationale. Somebody will be voted into office through, no matter how the shenanigans, but voted through one party. Once he entered, he has impunity. He acts with impunity to switch to any other party. Now, you must first of all resign from that office. Or if you don't resign, now you'll be thrown out of office. And that is what the court has done to Devomai, which is commendable. Because it ema ndibai how onye shimote tato niile no no here. That is how our people behave. Once one person did it and nothing happened, everybody, once you enter office, now you are on your own. You don't care for the people. After all, it is the same Devomai that said we are voted into office. in order to uphold the tenets of the Nigerian Constitution, but not to do the wish of the people. It is the same Dave Umahi that said it. When they look at you like this, when they think this way, why then should you be voting? What is the rationale behind it? Why? It is high time we have our people possess common sense, please. It is high time our people possess common sense that we are preaching. We have been preaching here all the time. Do you understand? Therefore, Dave Umahi is no more the governor of Ebonyi State. He is and the deputy. They are no more the governor and the deputy governor of Ebonyi State. The court mandated the Ebonyi PDP in order to select person that will represent them and continue, and now give it to the INEC, which is normal. Do not misunderstand that we are going into all this party, but it is that is, you know, we upheld justice wherever we see it, and it concerns us directly. Do you see one thing? Ebonyi State Governor Dave Umahi have been working overtime. Over time. People are saying overtime. No, Dave Umahi, who opposed them, they work overtime in order to make sure to appease their caliphate Fulani masters. Do you see today, according to the news, they say the zone APC zone their presidential this and that to southwest. It's not our concern because Nigeria shouldn't remain until 2023. That is not our concern. Even if they want, let them put between two Igbo people. It will be the worst. There they will see our color more. But what we are telling them, you know, I said this man that I like putting his clip. He understands our people as a race. I'm telling you honestly. He understands what he rightly said it, that Igbos are Agboronamaru politics. People that don't know it means you don't know your left and right. You continue perishing. A tribe that doesn't understand the situation around them. Just look at when you oh God Almighty. I want to, before I continue, please let me regulate something at the background. Before I continue, I'll be right back.
Anybody not following anything that DOS says goes. Anybody not following orders from Chike, Dosium, from DOS, you will be removed from IPOB and sanctioned appropriately. You know, before we remove you without knowing where you are. This time around, we will catch you before we remove you. Anything DOS says is what goes. Uzurumike is heading our reconciliation committee. If he calls you on the phone, you must listen to him and do as he says. He is our deputy head of Directorate of State, led by Mazi Johnathan. They are the highest decision-making body in IPOB. If that thing is difficult, then now refer it to me. Do you understand? Anything if they call you on the phone, you don't return their call, or you're doing strong head, I will then believe that the zoo has got you over and you'll be dealt with. We run a discipline movement more than anything. We value discipline more than anything else in the world. In IPOB, that's the only thing we have. That we are able to defeat the zoo and destroy the zoo is hinged on one thing, and that is discipline.
Welcome back. This is Radio Biafra HAUSA-SERVICE coming to you through Radio Biafra London. Today is the 8th day of March 2022. We must continue. As I was saying, concerning the way we people when we say the Igbos, please, I used to make this clarification all the time. Whether you are a Joe, Efiki, Bibio, you are all of us, we refer is Igbo. Please. Do you understand me? It's Igbo. We are in one, even if you go to Wikipedia, Igboid group, Igboid, that is what they call it. All. Do you understand? Everything started from Igbo, that is it. Even less than 200 years ago, everybody in that eastern part of the zoo understands Igbo, speaks Igbo. If you doubt, go and ask your old grandfather or grandmother that knows what's up. Whether you are from Ijo, ask her or him to be candid, to be truthful. His own father or his own parents, do they have, ask their names. You'll be shocked and surprised. Their real names. Not all this Dwayne Clark, this and that is rubbish. They changed their names after the war. We all know that. Asari Dokobo. Everything changed. Because everybody is running away from a defeated people. So there is a stigma attached to it. So people started denying their Igbo-ness. And that gap was fastened. That crack was, made into a gully. Oh, I'm not Igbo. That is where all these things come. Because if you accept to be Igbo, you will not get any job. If you accept to be Igbo, you can be killed. Because these are defeated people. So everybody run away from that name. Oh, I'm not Igbo. No, I'm not Igbo. Now I'm no more Uzodema, I'm Asari. Do you see it? If you doubt me, go and in the village I'm talking, go and ask your grandfathers or grandmother that is still alive. Tell her, please, tell me the truth. Your own father, what is his name? And the mother. Ask them questions. As an Ijo person, ask them questions. As a Fiki Bibo, ask them questions. This type of questions, and you will be shocked. You will be shocked what they will tell you. The problem is we don't know our history. Instead, we preach the history of when the world was created, how this and that happened. This one. We know these histories of everywhere, but only our own history we don't know. Can you tell the history of your village? Let me challenge people. We ask about your own village, your village. Why is it called that name? What happened? It's a history. There are things that white people do, but we don't look at it as anything. Understanding our own history, right from our own family to our own village, it matters a lot, because you know who you are. You understand? You know why I say our people, we are never political in nature. When we say political, people think that there is a Nigerian politics. No. Being political in nature, being organized, is another way of being organized. Being able to work collectively, that is being political in nature. Do you understand? People that are political in nature, like the Fulani, let me tell you what it means. Do you see when they ordered the Fulani, the Caliphate, they secretly ordered their people to move out from Aba after what Mietiala orchestrated the killing in Aba? They secretly ordered their people, and immediately they responded like one man. 276 convoy of vehicle carried them. They don't care what they left behind. That is people that are political in nature. That is people that respond, because when you are political in nature, you respond. You will be able to respond to the situation around you. You will be able to be seeing things around you, so that you as a collectivity will take care take precautionary measure. But we, like that man said, he will go to Lagos. Our people, we are Lagosians, we build this and that there. Why are people calling me? I don't. This is a sickness, I'm telling you. Now, when you see our people buying land in one place, and they will, somebody that knows something about it will come and tell our people, this place you are buying, in the next 30-40 years, it is an industrial, it is scheduled to be an industrial quarters. You know how they deceive, you know, they know, other races know that Igbos are, how do I describe them? Stupid, that believe that money is everything. What they will do, they have designated that place through town planning in the next 40 years or 50 years or 30 years, that place will be, for example, an industrial site. Now they will come because they want to collect money from Igbos. These are people that could be cheated anyhow, because they are not political in nature. Now somebody will come and, hey, this land is for sale, and they dupe. And somebody that knows about it, being an Igbo man also, he will come and tell the people, his people, this place in the next 20, 30, 40 years, this is what it is meant for. Do you know what some of our people were? Now, nothing mega. That time, once we establish it, man, we fight it, we will use money and squash it. And the people that own that land, they will say, okay, look at we have gotten, you know, Igbo people now Mugu beg, allow them to buy. You will be thinking that 30, 40 years is too far. When you have built your mansion, forgotten it. By that time, you have forgotten what happened when you built it. When you started buying the land, when you started filling that area, you have forgotten what you encounter. You know here in the middle of Ibindo, one day, paper will be served. Quit this house. Hey, Chineke, Nnamdi never quite this and that, because this is how our people are. This is what it means. People that are not political in nature, they don't take anything serious. What they are seeing that time is what matters to them. Do you understand? It is in our lives. Because I used to think, I say, Nigeria was in the hands of the Igbos. When I say Igbos, I mean Biafrans. Both the Banke, Joe, all. You see, I classify as Igbos, Biafrans. Now, what happened? The tide turned against us in a way that is unbelievable. I say the tide turned against us in a way that sometimes if I start thinking about it, I say no. Only, you know, if one person made mistake, no problem. But 1, 2, 3, everybody that is in a political office, he makes mistake. Now you see that there is something fundamentally wrong. That is what I always try to bring our mindset, so that we treat it right from the grassroots. Do you understand? It concerns all of us. People that when you warn them of something, they laugh over it. You say, oh boy, now look at this man, nothing mega. I will throw all of you inside Lagos Lagoon if you don't be. They laugh and clap for him, say, oh boy. And even the oppressor surprised, say, this type of people, are they human beings at all? That is why when they deal with us, they don't deal with us they deal with us mercilessly, because they believe that there is something fundamentally wrong with us. Even our oppressors, that we don't take precautions. How can you see Azikiwe the same thing? His father was one of the real, amalgamator of Nigeria. His father, Azikiwe's father. His name is Obededom Azikiwe. You understand? He was a personal assistant to Frederick Lugard, the one you call Lord Lugard. But when we call Mazi Nnamdi Kanu Lord, one jealousy a bit. How can you call a monkey like me a Lord? Azikiwe's father was his personal assistant. And through the help of Obededom Azikiwe, do you see the name? When he converted to Christianity, they gave him that name, Obed-Edom. Do you know what it means? Servant of Edom. Do you see that Britain, they goes with do you understand? With that name is humiliating first. That you will serve the Edomites, the children of Esau, the caliphate, the Fulani, you will serve them. That is, they started right from that time. They gave him that so-called baptismal name. When Azikiwe's father converted to Christianity, they gave him that name, Obed-Edom, because they saw the future. They tell him, don't worry, when we finish with you, you will be a servant to these people, these Edomites. And is it not what is happening today? Is it not what is happening today? If our people are people that saw tomorrow, because sometimes the people will say and call and say, no, it is the British that manipulated it. Yes, I agree, but why can't you also act as a human being against that manipulation? That is always my argument. Do you know South Sudanese, Britain wanted to manipulate them like that, and they said no. The Dimkas and the other tribe, the indigenous people in South Sudan, when they had independence 1956, but before 1956, 1955, the South Sudanese, they declared war. They said, we no go agree, Britain, this thing you are doing with these Arabs, this thing you are trying to do, you want to do us, you want to put us as their perpetual slave, because these are political people that are political in nature. That is why they are free today. So when when you come with your arguments, I will show you example. Because you cannot tell me that Zik, no, they manipulated Zik. Why shouldn't he see far? Because that is what he is taught he is supposed to be. The representative of his people. Do you understand? No mistake is allowed. If you are in a position of a leader of your people, no mistake should be, no sentiment. And now forgive him, I try. There is no trying. That is why the day I interviewed the Biafran Educational Board, they came into this platform. When one of the veterans wanted to eulogize, praise Azikiwe, I cannot contain my anger. I openly objected. Later, privately, he agreed with me, but he said, no, it's our fault. We don't have to do this on air. I say we should. We continue dying and perishing. It's better we open up. So if you are telling me that Nnamdi Azikiwe, he was manipulated, why did he allow that manipulation? You should be radical. Because every leader of a people should be radical in order to defend the interests of the people. Do you understand? South Sudan did it. Sudanese war started 1955, a year before their independence. Because the people that were political, the Dimka, these South Sudanese, they know, they understand their forefather, their elder, their predecessor, their leader at that time understood what Britain wants to do. The same thing they did in Nigeria. They wanted to go and hand over everything to the Arab, the region Janjaweed, so that they would deal with them as the Fulani Caliphate are dealing with us. So these predecessors have no excuse. We have no excuse to forgive them. That has been my argument. South Sudan say, instead of us to allow this, instead they were radical right from protecting their people's interests, and that is why they started the first war of Sudan a year before independence. 1955 till 1972. Calculate it. How many years? 19. They say no. Instead of us to be living like slaves under these people, you leave us, and now they treat us more like slaves. No. Instead, let us all of us die. And they started the war. 1955. He said 55. Do you understand? They didn't say no. Okay, we agree. Okay, Britain, go now. When you go, we shall see. That is people that are not political in nature. How they reason. The reason they believe that in everything, don't worry, we shall fix it. No, you pursue that fire by fire without relenting. Ahmad Bello did that. That is why he got everything. That is why the caliphate got everything. Do you understand? Sometimes at the early time, South Sudan today, they are free. And we are still, the same, we don't want to make problem, but still problem every day. We are looking for freedom, which we shall get anyway. But the people that took the bull by the horn at the earliest time, they are now free. Do you see the difference? And the people that are not political in nature, it also means people that doesn't respond to stimuli. When you are living thing, and you cannot, if imagine a child is born, you pour him hot water, he didn't cry. You pour him cold water, he didn't cry. You say it's dead. It's not normal. That is how our people behaves. Anything you throw at them, they will be watching, laughing at you. Wow. How can this type of people survive? What we preach here is radicalism. We should be radical in order to get out of this quagmire. This nonsense we find ourselves in. Because Nigeria was in our hands. Am I going to talk about Aguiyi-Ironsi? Am I a very big general like that? Oh, we are saving Nigeria. They fail to read what Nigeria will portray for us, and you want us to forgive them? It's just like condoling mediocrity. No, leave them now. They have gone. Okay, let us. We have to continue. Continue to where? Where are you going? Without knowing what happened, without knowing your past, where are you going? You are going nowhere. That is why we are suffering. We should. Personally, I will be hammering this all the time. As long as I'm in this hallowed platform, so that people will understand, and stop making the same mistake, and stop, praising failures. You understand? I think Obasanjo said, you don't. How did he make that statement? You don't celebrate failure. Just leave failure. Let failure be failure and bygone, so that you start afresh. We shouldn't praise failure or condole it. Never. Aguiyi-Ironsi was the person that decreed on that decree to unitary system. Nothing mega. Igbo man situation. Once he looked around and saw his boys, and oh Chineke, we only see just this 100. Is it 100 meters perimeter? You understand? Or let me say 1 kilometer radius. Once we see the 1 kilometer, nothing is happening there. I say nothing mega. Igbo man system. It's just like somebody called one time when he was telling me how many percentage of people that are not listening to Radio Biafra, this and that. I say, how do you get your statistics? He said, no, I'm on ground. I say, where are you? When I call a name of one place, you don't even know. But he's on ground because he feels that I'm in Biafra land here. Once he watch, for example, he's in Okigwe, where he is, in a bar he is. If you watch from here to here, I heard that two people tell him, now he asked, are you listening? He said, no, I'm not listening to Radio Biafra. Finish. That is his perimeter. It's finished. I'm on ground. The man rightly get that thing all the time because he rightly described us. People you want to you are planning. People, enemies are planning to come and kill them tomorrow. Today they will be laughing, drinking beer. Don't worry, we will deal with them tomorrow. We will deal with them. No preparation. In the middle of the night, the people be this is hey. So this thing is true. We messed up, honestly. Sometimes I see it as a punishment. I don't know for what. Because the way tide turn against us, the way our so-called political elites are stupid, and it's still happening today. Look at how Dave Omai was killing for his people, for others, for foreigners. Killing his people. We know all these things. He will be sponsoring one Boni community against another, so causing confusion everywhere. Just for him, that thing without talking about any other thing, for his political benefit only. Kill your people is killing. All both of them are the same thing. Killing their people, you will bring or kill everybody. You butcher your people, you stay where? That is the question. Oh yeah, the man called us, and I agree in total. Honestly speaking, today Dave Umahi is no more the governor of Ebonyi State. The courts have said it, and it should be upheld. That is how it is. It is a court pronouncement, and that is how it is, or it should be. Remember, when you are killing your people for foreigners, after the foreigners, they will look at you as even a saboteur and a very dangerous fellow. Today, I think let me continue as I'm going to talk about the topic that says gradual but tactical drifts to colonization via Islamization. These are two different things, but very similar. You need to be tactical. You need to have a foresight in order to understand the difference between Islamization and colonization, and how the Fulanese have been using Islamization in order to colonize their enemies or their territories. Do you understand me? Othman Danfodio did it. He used for Islamization in order to colonize the Hausas. And that is why today the Hausas are colonized. They are not Islamized, they are colonized. Do you understand? Let me tell you, it's what I used to say here all the time, but I will continue saying it so that it will be entering into everybody's subconscious. Othman Danfodio came into the scene as an Islamic scholar, or as a sheikh, like Sheikh Gumi. Mind you, Othman Danfodio didn't come from outside. He was born in Hausa land, mind you. He was born in Hausa land. To his Fulani parents, it is the Fulani parents that migrated from, I don't know whether Futajel or anywhere came, and the Hausas accommodated them. They became tenants. They bore a child named Othman Danfodio, and this child grew up to become Islamic scholar, a sheikh. From there, he started preaching. That is the jihadism, Fulani jihadism. They use this Islamization. As of that time, the Hausas, they were multi-religious. Some were Muslims, some practiced their traditional religion, which is normal. They don't give it down, because the Islam they were practicing, it was not through conquest but through trade, something they converted voluntarily. You know, something you converted voluntarily, and there is a way you take it. It will not be a problem between you and your brother or your family. when the Hausa traditional festival comes, you know, their Hausa Muslims also participate. No problem. Even King Yunfa and other kings, other lesser kings, they participated. They didn't see anything bad in it. This is where now Ottoman Danfodio saw an opportunity, started preaching to the people. They allowed him. That is a fatal mistake they made. They recommended Ottoman Danfodio to the king and say, there is somebody that a preacher is good in preaching Islam. He said, okay, if that's the case, we are all Muslims anyway, bring him, let him teach people. That recommendation they didn't know is fatal. Just the same thing IPOB is suffering today. Just ordinary recommendation to our leader. This person is doing something good on Facebook, so you know, it's okay, it's good. Mazi Nnamdi can say, okay, no problem. If that's the case, I will encourage him. I will encourage them. And that encouragement became fatal. It's exactly what happened during the time of Ottoman Danfodio. That recommendation and given the platform to perform, to talk to the people, that is what subjugated them till today. Do you understand me? Remember, I'm talking about this gradual but tactical drift to colonization via Islamization. Now, when this man, Ottoman Danfodio, got the podium, he started dividing the Hausa race. Do you understand? Preaching division. That you people, why do you attend the unbelievers festival? Unbeliever is their own people. He is now trying to open their eyes on something they never think about before in life. They never see their brothers as unbelievers. It doesn't matter that they are not Muslims like them. But this man now entered and started telling them, you are either a Muslim or you are not. That your king, as he is participating in unbelievers' infidel ceremony, he is not a true Muslim. He should be killed. There obutem nsobu problem in the midst of the houses. They now turn against each other. The pro-Ottoman and the anti-Ottoman. Do you see that? Do you see how just gradually how they were on their own peacefully? And this man was recommended and the king accepted. Just do the compare and contrast. It's not everything that is recommended that is good at the end. Do you see it? In our own time today, we see recommendation. Oh, this guy is doing good. Our leader, oh, he promoted him, he's doing good. Okay, I come to today become a thorn in the flesh. Do you see how things work? Do you see it? That is now what happened to the Hausa race. The very big race. They are very large. Hausa, they are very large. And using religion, they turn them against each other. Do you know, they use Islamization. The man, as Ottoman Danfodio was preaching, that some Hausas, they are bad, they are not, is exactly, some supported him against their own people. They thought that they were, you know, they are doing good to Islam. The Muslims say, yes, yeah, thinking that he is representing their interests. But lo and behold, he has at the back of his mind to thwart them and divide them. And today in history, listen, the very sad thing. When you read history today, they will tell you, and the Fulani conquered the Hausa. Do you see the bad thing in history? And the Fulani conquered the Hausas in 1808 and formed the Sokoto Caliphate in 1809. Do you see it? History didn't record it that, oh, no, it is Hausas that conquered, that fight against themselves. That one is in the detail. But the record now is, mighty Fulani. It makes them mighty Fulanis conquered the house. Do you see that? When, it shows you one thing. When the saboteurs are doing something, they don't know that they are dealing against themselves. Do you understand? They didn't know. After all, the saboteurs in our midst during the Biafra war that helped Nigeria to conquer. I think there was one, I've forgotten his name. One time I will look for I played he's a general in Nigerian army. I think he's an Urobo Biafra. A general, a present retired general. He was crying, lamenting why he fought against Biafra during the time. But he said that thing he fought Biafra against, that thing he thought he was against, that is exactly the thing never had. Even they are doing it against his own community till today. You understand? He regretted. So what am I trying to say? There is a point here I want to make. When they say, and Nigeria defeated Biafra, do they, Biafrans, do they remove all those saboteurs from being Biafra? Everybody is defeated. Do you see the thing? But when they were doing it, they thought that they are doing it for, I don't know, for what? Against their own people. Today, Okpa Biasika's children, they have jettisoned their father's name. They have hidden. Mazi Peter said, no one of them. He never answered his father's name. He lives in Lagos. So that you never know that they are, does it, okay, if they are all these saboteurs, those that their fathers or their uncles help to fight against Biafra, if they are traveling now by road from Lagos to east to Biafra land, do they have identity to make them not to be stopped by the unlimited checkpoints in our land? Do they come and say, no, we are the children of the saboteur that help to conquer Biafra? Everybody is Biafra suffering it. Do you see the worst part of it? When you read history, the Hausas just Ottoman Danfodio, you put confusion in their midst, and the Hausas start fighting themselves, and they kill themselves for the Fulani. But history wrote it that the Fulani conquered the Hausa, which is true. He didn't go into detail of the saboteurs now, the Hausas saboteurs that killed themselves. You understand? Only in a blanket way, the Fulani conquer the Hausa race. That's it. Do you understand what I mean? So, what I am saying today is this. These people that are always trying to fight against us, against their own people, be it the politicians, look at Dave Umahi. He was promised heaven and earth to be a president of Nigeria or vice president. Where is he today? They will never learn. I say they will never. I used to compare them to fly that is following corpse entering into the nostril of a dead body, and is going down with it. All that matters to him is that odor, that food that is there. The politicians, Biafra politicians, anyone in office, they will tell him, look, the caliphate will call him and tell him, we will support you. We will not put you or do anything against you legally, but you have to do our wish. You said no problem. So when they bring allocation, billions of naira allocation, simply he will collect 3/4 and share with the caliphate, give them some, and nothing will happen. You shout and nothing. After all, Okazi say he was telling one person that asked a question about very pertinent question about a project he's supposed to finish. Flyover. Okazi vividly told him, what concerns you concern flyover? Is it you that it's me, it's my money I use. And the people there were even clapping, laughing. That is, our late general Ojukwu, when he went to Lagos, he called Ibozuzu Kwenu. Because that is what they are. That is what we are. I'm not excluding myself. Until Mazi Nnamdi Kanu came and recovered back my brain. I'm telling you. Since I know that there is something wrong, I knew, but I cannot fathom. I don't know how. I don't know where to what. But I know that there is something fundamentally wrong. Until our leader came and opened our brains. Do you see it? So when you follow the enemies in order to conquer your own, tomorrow history will make it that enemy, he called the name. After all, the Europeans, Europeans conquered Africa. Britain subjugated, conquered us, yes. But do you know that there were many of our people that helped Britain? Do you know that? Today, do they say no? Some part of Britain conquer some part of us, and there are those that are not. No. That time, those people they were working for their stomach. They are not political. In order to understand the future, that this thing they are doing today, it will affect their generations coming. And that time there will be no demarcation between, these are the people that helped Britain, so they are not conquered. We give you 100% benefit. No, there is no electricity in Nigeria. There is no electricity. Everybody is being affected. No road. Everybody is being affected. When the Europeans came and started buying slaves, our people helped them to conquer their brothers and bring to them. Today, is it not everybody is suffering the repercussion? Isn't it? Are people going to, like one Letitia Agogo that spoke up because of the catastrophe that was happening in their family? He was a great grandchild of a slave dealer from Enugu. Do you understand? Everybody is suffering it. Everybody is suffering the effect of slavery. No matter that our people also help the British or the Europeans in order to enslave us, but everybody is now enslaved. Do you see the pathetic part of it? When these people are doing this, they become stupid. The money they are receiving makes them stupid. These governors, these politicians, the money they are stealing, the foreigners are backing them. The caliphate is backing them. Still, no problem. We close our eyes, collect everything. It doesn't matter. Any person you kill, no problem. It's your people. Kill them, and we'll back you. And they have that courage. Foreigners are deceiving them. It happened before. All these things we are saying so that it doesn't continue happening. Do you understand? For you to understand that when you are working with our enemy against us, against our communal interests, know that tomorrow history will write it that if we are conquered, history will say that we are conquered. It will not exclude you as a person. It will not exclude you people as saboteurs. All of you, both you are among the conquered people. That is one takeaway you have to get today, so that when you are helping the enemy, do not think that tomorrow history will say, or you will be removed, or you and your generation will be removed from that people. You are still among the people conquered. So be wise. Now, there is what I say about gradual but tactical drifts to colonization via Islamization. Listen, I want to play this clip. It's Rufai. Maybe you have heard it. It's Rufai, please. Rufai, what they say, it might be, it might look like a comedy, you understand, but it is not. I want you to listen. Listen attentively. There is something I want to bring. Remember, I'm talking about gradual but tactical drift to colonization via Islamization. You might think that he is playing humorous. You know, listen and listen. It's Nasir El-Rufai. Please listen.
We work from Mondays till Thursdays. Our weekends start from today. So tomorrow nobody goes to work in the Kaduna State Public Service.
Do you hear him? This is the governor of Kaduna State. He said, we work from Monday. Listen, you know, when gradual but tactical. Because people might, you know, it might be humorous. Say, you work from Monday till Thursday. Listen. And, you know, give you the good reason when you, now Friday, no work. You rest. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, you rest. The Monday, you start again. You work 4 days a week. And people, he's selling it to people. And people, the public, Nigerians who be who they are, they don't calculate. They don't calculate in future. The same way they sold to them about Abuja being in the center of Nigeria is a capital. And if you know, the southern intellectuals took it as a duty in order to lecture everybody. It's a right thing. It's in the center. It's in, they call it no man's land. It's a center. But after building it, it becomes part of the north. I'm telling you, we are a primitive set of people. I'm telling you honestly. When I look at issues, I say, no. People that could be easily deceived. Easily. By foreigners. Easily. Now he's selling to you about how Friday should not be a day of work. That is Islamization first. But they are their ultimate goal is Fulanization. You know, when he said this, he will get the ovation, the support of every Muslim. It doesn't matter whether you are Yoruba Muslim or you are any non-Fulani Muslim. They will support it. They think that, oh, they are going, oh, we are. Now we become we and them. We meaning both the Fulani, every Muslim. This is their tactics. They rally people around. Now people will see it as, oh, a day of rest. After all, Friday, oh, no problem. Let them Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. You take it as, no problem. We rest. In a country, in a same country, some part is practicing one thing, the other part is practicing another thing, and people will take it. They will take it and laugh over it. They don't know where these people are coming. They will test, you know. They will first of all test the waters in a humorous way. People will laugh. Hey, now wow, this man funny. Listen, because after he mix it with humor. Listen.
Nobody goes to work in the Kaduna State Public Service unless you want to. The benefits are that people rest more, they have more family time, they have more leisure time, they spend more money, it's better for the economy. When people...
Do you see how they sell their agenda? Because they know that once they speak it out, it is now they will back it up with money secretly. You will see the Igbo intellectuals, the Southern intellectuals, including Yoruba intellectuals, defending it. Yeah. You know, they'll back it up with economists, people that have PhD in economy. Yes, productivity is more higher when you rest your brain. You know, they will sell it out.
Rest more, they are more productive.
But little do you know that they are going somewhere. You know, people are asking, why is it that the Fulani that are very few in number, they are in control in Nigeria? This is the reason. All these things, right? They will bring the agendas, make it palatable. Now dish it out. Now they will make some calls secretly. Now, what do you see now in this thing we are saying? Don't you see it's okay? Hey! You see Southern intellectuals take it up. They will give them a remuneration from the backyard. And you see them every time they are debating over it, selling it to the population. No, it doesn't matter. People say it's Islam. No. It's just to rest.
More, they are more productive when they come on Monday. They do much more work. And most people are tired by Thursday anyway. I mean, let's be realistic. I don't know how people in Lagos survive. Every day, 4 hours in traffic for 5 days. I don't know if Saturday and Sunday are enough for them to rest. That's why I feel that all those that have lived in Lagos for 20 years should just go straight to heaven, because they have already lived in hell.
And people laughed. In our masters, honestly, how go Nigerian indigenous population more that they are useless fools. Just put out that agenda, put a little humor in it. Everybody will laugh. And there it goes. They will go in their inner sanctum. I mean the Fulani. And they will say, move, push it. Everybody push from your angle. Everybody pushing from his angle. Because the indigenous people in Nigeria are stupid. It is sad to say, but it is true. If they are not stupid, the Fulani will not be in control. This is how they are in control. Because sometimes people call and say, but how are this tiny set of people are in control of everybody in Nigeria? This is it, little by little, gradual but tactical. They bring Islamization. Now you think that is Islamization. The Muslims are joining them against other religions. Once they get their ground, now they sieve out the non-Fulanis among them that are also Muslims. That is how they act. We are one Nigeria. Why these Biafrans? They don't believe in one Nigeria. Kill them. And they rally around every other race, every other tribe. Everybody says Ipob is a problem. They are sensationalists, this and that. They sell that useless lies to them. Everybody now selling them using the illusion of one Nigeria. It's the same thing. Once they get the ground, they feel that they have conquered us. They have everybody join hands. Everybody join hands in order to bring us down. Now they bring us down. Now they themselves, they will be little by little, they will be sieving out all those that supported them, removing them one after the other. That is how the Fulani become on top today. This thing you see, they have sold it. Now no more Friday, no more work on Friday. Now once it works in Kaduna, every other Kanu, all that they will put it. Once they put it, now they will start pushing it in the center for everywhere, so that both north and south there will be no work on Friday. And you see our people now say, "Now Basakwaranai, nah, why? It doesn't mean anything." I'm not political in life. I like that language. I'm telling you. Let me go. Let's go. I beg. Let's go find what we go chop. What in they talk? If they want to, let us know work on Friday. If they want, little by little, once they feel that they have pushed it, now you start seeing that they will start saying that from Sunday people start working. By that time they have had roots everywhere. Now you start saying from Sunday people should start working. You cannot talk again because it's too late. Is anybody complaining again about Nigeria being a member of OIC? Is anybody complaining again as of that of 80s and 90s? Is anybody complaining again? Do you know the reason? The same way. Before they were doing it, they were selling to everybody that no, Nigeria is an observer observer member of OIC. After they would deny it outrightly. Secretly, they were supporting OIC because they themselves they were in power. Even during the military, military regimes in Nigeria, Babangida, all of them. Until they were moving, Obasanjo took over power. Before they gave Obasanjo power, because the Fulani is their agent, is their man. They know they couldn't give to Abiola. That is why he is an outsider in the caliphate. He is an intruder. So they say he can never be there. And they killed him, and nothing happened. The heaven did not fall. Because they know that if he enters there, he's an outsider. He will do something that they don't understand. So in order to block all these things, now they put Olufalaye, one outsider and one of their man to compete. Do you see how Fulanis work? After they do Magomaga Obasanjo won, they know even Yorubas didn't vote for Obasanjo. They know. They get Obasanjo won. Now they say anyway, these Fulani, they are master planners in politics. You can be telling me now, is Britain, if Britain did not help them to form the Fulani, the Sokoto Caliphate. For your information, before you say it's a Britain helped them. Britain is helping them now, yes. But Britain didn't help them to form the Sokoto Caliphate. They did it on their own. Do you understand me? So these people, they have been in politics, this type of politics of manipulation for so long. That is why I say, if you downgrade them to your detriment, that is the truth. Now they put a Yoruba man versus a Yoruba man. One is an outsider, one is their own man, Obasanjo. And the Yorubas didn't vote for Obasanjo. They rigged the election, do the mago, say Obasanjo won. The other one, if you want to go to court. Now people see anyway, now two brothers, no problem, let one, it's okay, it's his fire, it's our brother. This is how they, they are good chess players, for goodness sake. They are good chess players in politics. Because had it been a person from another ethnicity in Nigeria, hey, well, there will be fire. But they pitch brother against brother, and once one enter, they help one of them to enter, which is their own man. Now, when others wait, they say, "Oh, we are all one people. We are Yorubas, so no need of fighting against ourselves for this." Do you see the brand there? And they will keep quiet. Everybody keep quiet. After all, it's not the same people, but not knowing that their man is Obasanjo. That is it. And they started the yearning for Sharia. Obasanjo gave it to them because this is pre-planned. This is what conditions they give to him. Look, we are going to put you there against all odds, but you have to give us Sharia. And he signed it with his blood, and that is it. They got it immediately. Do you see how they are doing? Do you see how they gradually but tactically drifting into Fulanization via Islamization? Now Obasanjo, they told him, okay, you will regularize all Nigerian as a country, Nigeria participation under OIC. You are not a Muslim, but now you have to regulate everything, the debts Nigeria owe, and you have to fully register Nigeria openly now to OIC. Obasanjo said, waiting concern me, concern. I beg, Obasanjo was the first president to regulate. Go and make your researches. He is not a Muslim. Do you understand? Now he openly regularized Nigeria into Organization of Islamic Conference, which people have been shouting everywhere. So-called Christians are shouting, or non-Muslims have been shouting against since. Now they say, bingo, we got it. That's it. Now everybody close mouth. Do you understand? I think it's because of this OIC, being against OIC, or that is what made the is it able to be thrown out as the army chief in Nigeria. Is it not? But Obasanjo came because this is a pre-planned issue, and he signed everything that he will do it. And they say, yes, this is a perfect agent to do, slave to do this, because he is not. They will not say he's a part of us. They will not say he's a Fulani or a Muslim. He now is a Christian among them. Now they will use it to go into this openly, to close everybody's mouth. And Obasanjo did it. Listen, after Obasanjo, when Goodluck Jonathan came, they push him now and say, hey man, you are the person that will participate openly, the first president. Go and Google it. Goodluck Jonathan became the first Nigerian president in order to openly participate in OIC conference. I think it was either in Dubai or in Saudi Arabia. Openly. So church was and when you about it today, that one closed. Nigeria is paying. You don't know how much Nigeria is paying into OIC per year. You don't know how much. Politics. So we must continue. Now this man today he have tested the water. Kite flying, according to our leader, testing it, how people will react. No, in Kaduna we have made it. Thursday is the starting of our weekend. No work Friday for any public servant, unless you want. Who we want? They just put it, diplomatic way. Because once offices are closed, after all, people, you will not even want to go, because you say, thank God though, it's a resting day. And they don't know that the agenda is coming. Gradual but tactical drift to Colonization via Islamization. The whole Muslims in Nigeria will support it. Before you know it, after Kaduna, another state will take it. Before you know, we go round. Before you know, they will bring it to Abuja to defend it, to push it into all Nigeria. That after all, Sunday is not to work, so Friday should not be work. And you will see Christians also defending it for them. Because they're not Christians, so-called Christians are not Muslims. They know that they are a stupid set of people. You say use their weapon to deal with them. During the time of the Cold War, the KGB, there is something they always say. They say use the weapon of the West to fight them. And the weapon? The main weapon is the media, Western media. Sometimes KGB will just go and reveal one scandal to one media house in the West. Hey! And they will be using it, fighting against each other until they understand. The CIA understood. And there are things they will not allow them to talk. That is what the Fulanis are doing. They use our own weapon, that is excellence. Reasonability. When they come, they make things reasonable for you. So that that argument becomes reasonable, and you'll be defending. You don't know that you are defending the agenda, and they will laugh. They will say yes. Before you know, they will take it all over Nigeria. They will try to push it all over Nigeria. If you don't want to go to work on Friday, if you want to go, no problem. But if you don't want to go, stay. You will receive your salary. Don't go on Friday. If they see, they push it, everybody accept it, now it become the norms. After some years now, they will make it, they will start saying, repelling that work should start, we are losing. This work, we are losing, only working for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, 4 days. And you use 3 days to rest. It's too much. So we should start work from Sunday. Before you come and make noise, that's the thing. That's their way, gradual but tactical drift to colonization via Islamization. Now, also, before I open my lines, I want to read what you people have been seeing and watching. Federal University of Katsina bans Sunday worship. The University of Dotsinma, Katsina State, has banned Sunday church services for Christian churches and fellowship. In a release signed by the Director of Security Services, CSP, Abdul Salisu, Sundays will be regarded as General Day, while church services will be held on Tuesdays and Thursdays between 6 p.m. and 8 a.m. They regulate you. Churches are asked to adhere strictly to the new days of church services, and it will happen. They will adhere. After all, in Dubai, churches are going on Fridays. I don't know whether this council, I think Dubai said they are starting 2022 with somebody should let me know, confirm with Western calendar. But in Muslim areas, Friday, Christians are obliged to go churches on Fridays because these are manipulable. Nah, it doesn't matter any day, people that are should be pushed. But in which country is the most virulent anti-Muslim country? Go there. Even in the Scandinavia, Muslims, they go their prayers on Friday. It never change. They never change. Even at the mission, they never change. You understand? It doesn't matter. In midst of millions of people, only 10 of them, they must adhere to that their system on Friday. Jews, the same thing. Jews, the same thing Saturday. It doesn't matter whether they are in Afghanistan. Jews temple, they open on Saturdays. That is how it's supposed to be. Ihe ebutekwere na isi na Christianity chine nna aka ebe ndị a chi bute no ihe bikokwe. Anywhere they go, they try to acclimatize to the system. As in all religion, if they go on in Arab countries, it's on Friday, they will be going church on Friday. Because Sunday is work. It's what they are trying to do now. It will start in a school in Katsina. Christians will see it and it doesn't count. No, it doesn't matter. It's in Katsina anyway. They have to respect it. It's a school system. They are the people to support. After all, it's in Katsina, it's in the school, so it's a school system. But try it even in a school in Iguacha or where. Say Muslims should not pray on Fridays. Hey, only even if there are two people in that school, by now everywhere will be on fire. This idiot, the director of Murik, that Yoruba Muslim, people that are slaves, they work doubly hard in order to satisfy their masters. That is slave niggers or house niggers, how they behave. They become double wicked in order to satisfy their master. That is what that Murik leader. He's a Yoruba man, but see him talking. Because he have to satisfy the caliphate, his slave masters, to tell them that yes, he is doing his job. Just this thing that happened. Tell maybe Federal University of Technology, if any Muslim that they should not be praying on Friday. Announce it. Bring it as a memo. Now see how only that see how Nigeria will go. By now, Sadona of Sokoto would have someone to arrest that chancellor, vice chancellor. Who is that man? The governor will be summoned. Why is this? So no freedom of worship in your place? Look at it happening, and people are quiet. Oh, why? The Fulani, they understand the people they are dealing with. That they are dealing with a bunch of stupid, gullible fools. they will laugh over. Oh, I'm going to kill you. They will laugh it over. Now this man say he's going to kill me. Now tomorrow come and kill me. Now wow. Look at how he talk it. It becomes now. Look at how it talk. Is tomorrow now when they will bring knife to chop off his neck. He starts. The Fulani, they understand this. Ottoman Danfodi understood this. That is, you know that the people in that part of the world are gullible. That is why we reveal all these things to you. Because that is why we are aground, we are under, and the Fulani is on top. All these secrets. Do you understand? It is high time we join hands together in order to stop this gradual but tactical drift to Fulanization via Islamization. When they are talking about Islamization, you know, non-Fulani Muslims will be happy. Anyways, our religion is good. But when they finish that Islamization, now they start full Fulanization. And that time you have no other person to defend you. You are Muslim, but you are non-Fulani. They will just kill you the same way Ottoman Danfodio killed the Hausa Muslims that supported him to kill their brothers. They slaughtered all of them. The same thing is still happening today. It is high time we be reasonable. That is the only thing I will say. It is high time we become reasonable, because we have been foolish for so long. I'm telling you. And these people, the caliphate, they are, you know, benefiting from our foolishness. We say we are wise, that is rubbish. We are foolish. The man called us, and that is what we are. Therefore, this is where I'm going to stop. I will open my lines, but before I do that, I will go on a few minutes break.
From 7th April 2022,
the selling and eating of nama, also known as cow meat,
is forbidden in Biafra land. Be warned. From 7th April 2022,
the selling and eating of nama, also known as cow meat,
is forbidden in Biafra land. Be warned.
Welcome back. This is Radio Biafra HAUSA-SERVICE coming to you through Radio Biafra London. People are calling already. That's why this thing is breaking, please. But I will go straight to opening the lines, which people are already there. Our direct line is +1 213 328 6224. I repeat, +1 213 328 6224. I have earned it. Our WhatsApp and Signal line is +61 405 142 547. I repeat, +61 405 142 547. I have a caller on WhatsApp. That is the first caller. Please call on Signal. Hold on. Call on WhatsApp. Can you hear me? Welcome to the program.
Good evening, my teacher.
Welcome to the program, please.
I'm calling from my location in Biafra land. I don't want to mention my location.
You don't need to. Go on, please. It's understandable. Go on.
Yeah. So, your topic the okay. Eziokwu, if our people know with what happened during this our leader, can I say exit or like this little tough period made me to understand that not that we are only Aburunzuzu. Let me not classify na Aburunzuzu manner. I now believe that education is not common sense. Common sense is too small. But if those with this very particular thing have seen now, we make our people to understand that we need to, learn from Fulanis, learn from what Fulanis are doing, and be critical in what we are doing. Sensible enough, our leader will be hammering on this. Very smart people. Let me just give this instance. Just look at what they are doing today for mine. Our people will not really understand, and our leader warned them: serve the zoo, and it will come back in shame. You only fight. You only look for things forward. You don't. You're not even critical.
There is noise, please. Or is it from your? My goodness. Oh, Coco. What is all this? Mazi, there is too much noise, please. No, please. If you want to call, this is a radio being listened by millions of people all over the world. We shouldn't commonize it, please. If you are not in a place that you should, you are in a noisy place, no need of calling, please, because it's disturbing. Caller on signal, welcome to the program. Can you hear me?
All hail Biafra! All hail Biafra! All hail Biafra! Mazi Johnathan, good evening.
There, well, welcome to the program.
Biafran worldwide, good evening. Both our enemy, good evening. My name is Mazi Johnathan. I'm from Abreba. Abreba is both hinterland and the riverland area of Biafra land. And inside there, you can find them in Omahia province of Biafra. I'm calling from France. Mazi, I greet you again once again, because you don't know what you bring out this evening. This topic was preached in many different forms, in able to educate our people. But sometimes it seems that we did not understand the strategy or the information. First, Mazi preach the same thing, but he used another way. Preach it, he call it takia. If we can understand, some months ago, when he was preaching about how they, not only Fulani people, entire Muslim world, they use takia. They say that they have a holy book. I don't want to provoke nobody. They had said that they have a holy book they are using to educate themselves. Inside the holy books, they have a lies, full of lies and deceives inside there, and also in able to use for their own benefit, not for the benefit of others. And if you go deeply, they have been using the same strategy to to Fulanize many of us since 60, from 60, let me call it from 50, because when they enter in 1900, and they discover that Nigeria is a fatal line for them to conquer, they've been using some strategy, and also both political and the religious form, even in cultural means, to penetrate us. Because when they came as a spies, they come and study with inside the land and discover many of our weakness, and they use the same of our weakness to penetrate inside us. People will not understand, because if you want to conquer people, as the Bible said. He said, if you check within yourself that you have army of 1,000 and the enemy have 50 million, what you can do is need to make send an ambassador to make an inquiry of negotiation and also make a peace. But when you discover that what you have is more than if you combine all the troops that you have, that is more than millions, and you have only 2. But what you have in the 2 is more than greater than if you put all the whole billions of the armies. What they will use what they have, the brain and the strategy they have to penetrating your army and your people, and they will use the same strategy, the wisdom God have given them, and the political strategy they have, been able to use the same people that you have to conquer you. What they did in the core Hausa people. And now they are coming back at the same time using the same strategy to conquer some of our brothers in Igala and also some of the Middle Belt area. And now, because they know that the staunch problem they have when you come into all this West African region or Nigeria, the people they are giving them the Wahala is Biafra. And they know if they can able to conquer Biafra, automatically all the whole Africa is easy. It's like becoming a mine for them, or like a akara to them to chew it. But the only problem they have been facing, that's why they're using our government, using our senators, using our Igwe. If you check deeply, you will discover there is something that happened recently. People did not understand.
Mazi, please round up. People are waiting. Yes. Please.
Sorry, in few minutes, German and Europeans, they share Africa. Do you know that German lose everything? But German go back and use their mentality to study and do something. And if you check, all those people that share are having a territory in Africa, they are so poverty. But German who lose everything, they are most richest people. If you compare them like Fulani people, you will know that they are doing great. All hail Biafra. Bye-bye from now.
Biafra. Thank you very much, Mazi. Caller on WhatsApp, welcome to the program. Can you hear me? There, well, welcome to the program. Thank you for holding for 5 minutes. Are you the person?
Thank you very much. No. I was my brother when I called. And I didn't realize that.
Go on, please. Go on.
Thank you very much for your hard work. In fact, from when people come to AJBF, I say every time, stop. Our leader has been preaching about enlightenment. It's not easy to be enlightened. This preaching here every day. In fact, any day that you do not come online, you do here people. I'm doing something. People should listen to AJBF. There are some people talking on AJBF. AJBF is on 24 hours. AJBF is on in the morning. Okay, this issue of colonization, we just preached about the Kaduna State banning and making Monday and Thursday public holiday. I wanted to call and talk about the one that's watching again. What Nege said about in the morning about the Katsina State Federal University. In the space of how many days has this thing happen? Over there I talked about 2022. People just looked at it aloud, some people shared it and they said that nothing is happening. Can't people see? I wish so vulnerable that is why our leader used to call people every time he comes to AJBF. It is that I'm feeling the pain in his heart. Let us listen. Let us act. These people are in our land killing us. They are on top killing us. In our academic, they are killing us. In our career, they are killing us. They are not taking us anywhere. I will just say and just even say people okay now they talk about the one living office. he will still be there and watch the reaction of the people. Because this is what the people are supposed to be not between the way. The people we have said before the law now give to we now say this is what will happen. But the people are there before the lawyer he took the bull by the horn to even say this is but people will say Mazi, I don't have much to say about it. Thank you very much. Mazi, I don't know how because the way you sent this, I went to see the broadcast of Facebook. I cannot download it. Please, another one thing I want to say is like, please let this broadcast be repeated. Anytime nobody is on air, anytime that this Mazi is not come on air or anybody is on a meeting or so, this program should be at least please God let this.
There we thank you very much. There we caller on WhatsApp. Can you hear me? Caller on WhatsApp. Connecting. Why?
Yes, my brother. Mazi Johnathan. Mazi Johnathan.
There, well, welcome to the program.
Thank you very much. My name is Mazi Johnathan, and I'm calling you from the United Kingdom.
Mazi, it has been a long time. What happened? Hope you're okay.
Yeah, my brother, it's a system of my work. I used to listen. I used to even the other last Saturday and our sister were in the program.
Okay.
I tried to call, but
okay.
Yeah, our people, especially the Igbo people, this circle of third southeast, I think they are the most useless, the most foolish people on earth. It's not, I don't know what these people think. You were talking about Ipob Africa, children. Ipob Africa, children. No one wants to hear their name again. Just look at Omahe. I just checked the state. The state is in 2016 population of 2.9 million something. But after 3 years, Udemumai won the election with PDP with 3,904.042 population, and he is the governor out of 3 million people. With 3,000 something votes, less than 4,000 votes. Oman used it to pay almost 1 million in his state. And all the people that call themselves elites in the whole Southeast, all of them keep their mouth shut. They are not seeing anything able or what that man was doing. Now he's former governor. He's now former governor. So our people, the teaching has been given, all this conquering, the system of planning conquering, the teaching has been given our people every evening. It's not going to their ear. It's not going to their ear. Look at how these people are taking them up and down. Now they shift APC to Southwest. I think this is the long time ago. I think was fronted to make sure that Buhari win the election. Now,
maybe now PDP will shoot their own to not. That is if God did not sit and put article by tomorrow night or in a week time, we will shoot article, oh, you are the one that won the election. And our people now they are requesting from 2027, instead of the 2027, the Nigeria
you see these people, sometimes or they can put our hand on war has seed, we have seed dissolve, honestly. They are really very useless set of people, honestly. Mazi, go on, please.
Imagine the case of 2027. You brought family people that they brought us from prison. They come down to southeast and they give them a Bugagu uniform. You wear the uniform. It is one of the statements. The deported when they started, they were with thank God. There is AK-47 with double magazine going about to kill only houses of people every day. Houses born in the southeast, and all our Ipob, all our senators, all of them, everybody is keeping quiet. Then when they eliminate all the youth in 2027, then Biafra will now carry jet fighter to go and bomb Abuja. These people, when they are foolish, and they are foolish. But thank God that Mazi Johnathan Kanu has come to liberate us, because all of us we are. I didn't tell you what they liberate.
Mazi, thank you to continue educating our people. We are listening, we are hearing. Even if you don't call, we are on the background listening. Thank you very much. May God bless you.
There, I remain blessed too. You know, our politicians, they behave sometimes. Their behavior. See, are these human beings? Now they will start promising them 2020 what? 23 plus 8 years. That is 2031 presidency. They will be assured. Don't worry. Kill your brothers for don't endanger your 2031 presidency. And you see, they will be acting, believing. God, I don't know what happened. There is something that really happened. Not only the war, there is something that happened that made our people to be behaving like this. I don't believe it is only this war that ended 19. No. He couldn't do this. There is something that happened, honestly. Caller on WhatsApp, welcome to the program. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm hearing you perfectly well. Are you hearing me?
The whole world is hearing you. Go on, please.
Thank you very much.
Signal is ready. You know, empty, free. I don't know. People are only calling on direct line and WhatsApp. Go on, Mazi. Go on, please.
Okay, Mazi Johnathan. Thank you very much for your analysis. Thank you. In fact, to tell you the truth, I don't know the problem of our people. This thing is causing me a sleepless night, because when I think of what is happening among our people, more or less all these people that are so-called themselves elite, to tell you the truth, I always think about it almost on a daily basis, because I have never seen a wicked people like them. They don't even see a handwriting on the wall, like our fathers. Ojukwu foresaw what is happening today. That is the reason why he was fighting for Biafra. These people that they are saying that they are our leaders. I don't know what they are doing. I don't know whether they are seeing. In fact, demon has occupied their mind. That is the reason why they are not seeing. Let me just summarize it that way. Because of bad motive they have, demon has possessed their mind. That is what I would say. And also, based on what you teach us today, I agree with you 100%. These people, this Fulani, they are special. They are special. Yeah? They are pushing an agenda, Colonization. That is the agenda they are pushing. Colonization. But they are hiding under Islam. They are hiding under Islam and they be pushing it. So that if some people see them, they say, it's just a religion. Something like that. But they know what they are doing. I don't know whether our people will open their eyes and see what is about to happen. Because if it is not IPOB, I don't know what would have happened by now. I believe that if it is not because of IPOB, the whole Nigeria would have been born in the Fulani would have killed everybody and occupy all the places. So Mazi, thank you very much for your work. And also today I was discussing with somebody. I told him, do you think that those people, those our brothers that are in the bush, safeguarding our people, do you think that they are, I'm sorry to put it this way, do you think that they are Christian? He said no. He said no born again Christian will be in ESN. I say, wow. I'm telling you the truth, my brother. I'm telling you the truth. But when you come to our place, in fact, majority of our people are Christian. If it is that way, which means our men has already the capture finished. Thank you very much. I believe that this teaching that have been going on in this radio will go a long way to deliver us, because we are under captivity. It will go a long way to deliver us and make us to stand on our feet and stand and grab our destiny by our hands. Thank you very much. May God bless you.
And you too. Thank you very much, my brother. Caller on signal, thank you for holding on for 3 minutes. Caller on signal, go on, please.
Hello, Mazi.
Mazi David, welcome to the program.
Good evening, Biafra. Once again, Mazi, thanks for giving me this opportunity. I wanted to say something based on, first of all, I will touch a bit on your lecture with the lady, the intelligent, brilliant lady you brought on Saturday. In fact, it was a wonderful program you guys hold on concerning religion and how, in a way, we can use this to our advantage as well, irrespective of the damage they use religions against us as a people. So my point is this, Mazi. You know, when you guys talk about, I was relating something with how our leader, Nnamdi Kanu, has not even revolutionized our mind, but he has in a way modernized the struggle of Biafra. So in a way, like let's say, Radio Biafra being our state of religion that we are now creating, nurturing it to grow. You know, just like the Chinese Communist Party. You know, in China, billions of Chinese believe in the communist ideology. And that's why China is a great place. This is what Biafra is doing today. This religion we are creating. Let's see what this is going to impact us. And
Mazi, what is happening? Is it network problem? Can you hear me? My goodness me, why?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just so that something. Can you hear me, Mazi?
Yeah, go on. It's coming out now. Go on. It ceased before. Go on.
Okay, just to say, my people, what is unfolding in this now? It's honestly ridiculous. Look at Dave Umai. the Supreme Court is sacking him. You know, and I'm saying this man will not even respect. He has already said that he's not going to respect the judgment. But however, he has killed people. He has killed people. Like this guy should be sued for crimes against humanity, because the innocent people, the cockroach he created, infiltrated with foreigners and whatever, terrorists. And what are we going to say? What is Nigeria saying about this? So shouldn't this man be charged, or is this judgment useless, or are they trying to play with our intelligence? However, Mazi, just to say, we are moving. Your work is working in us, and what Radio Biafra is doing. I just want to encourage our people, irrespective of the other rumors of victory for the Oduduwas, we should stay steadfast. Our own will come, and we all will be rejoicing again. Biafra, one love. Mazi, I think let me just say this in my mind. God bless you and keep doing good work.
And you too. Thank you very much, my brother. We must continue. That sickness that is holding our people must be healed through this platform. I'm telling you honestly. Caller on direct line. I don't know. I'm not seeing the call. It's not coming out. Nowhere to pick. I don't know. Now, meanwhile, let me go to caller on WhatsApp. Can you hear me? Welcome to the program. Caller on WhatsApp. Thank you for holding for 4 minutes. Can you hear me?
Hello.
Yeah, Mazi, go on, please. Welcome to the program.
Okay, thank you very much. My name is Chukwu Emmanuel. I'm speaking from my location. I greet you, Mazi Johnathan. I greet my leader, our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, for a time like this. I want to go straight to Devil Umahi and the court ruling in Abuja. Well, we will see how it's going to end. In Nigeria, everything is upside down. Devil Umahi is PDP. As a deputy governor with Elechi for 8 years. After 8 years, he entered as a full governor for about 7 years now, or about. After some time, I think last year, he jumped inside APC, and any government workers that did not accept to join him, he sacked them all in Abakaliki last year. He sacked many people. Is that how a country runs? Is that how a country is running in the whole world? Forcing people, doing all manner of rubbish. Well, we'll see how it is going to play. Let me go straight to another area. We are talking about Nnamdi Fodio and the way Nnamdi Fodio conquered the HAUSA-SERVICE by using the same Hausa people to kill their people. That time, there was no media as it is today. There's no media as it is today to enlighten people of what is going on. If that was a mistake for the Hausas by then today, how do you compare it to Igbo race, to Biafra in general? What is going on in Biafra today? After our leader have taken many years to educate the idiocy in southern Nigeria, in the whole Nigeria, telling them what is coming, and they are seeing it one after the other, and you can see somebody that will collect money to be a slave. Then if you are saying that the Hausa people does not do it well according to that of time. What of the Igbo people that was killing since 1945 in Nigeria till today? And today, somebody in Igbo land are still talking of one Nigeria. When you combine all these things together, you try to see that Igbo people are the most useless tribe living in Nigeria. I'm telling you the truth. The only remedy left is Nnamdi Kanu and the Ipob. And anybody who are against this movement is worse than Satan. Anybody, be you autopilot, either Mrs. or Mr. Autopilot, you are worse than Satan. That money that was given to you to be a slave and to enslave your people, you will one day die. And that money, you will not carry it to the grave. And the trouble you create will remain forever. I'm happy today because of Nnamdi Kanu. I know when Nigeria, the day of independence on October 1st, I've been saying it in this radio number, without number. On 12th October 1960, 12th October 1960, Ahmadu Bello said, this country called Nigeria Shebi is our father's estate. We must ruthlessly prevent not to change the government. We use the Middle Belt as a winning tools. The South as conquered territory. We will not allow them to rule over us, and we will not allow them to control their own future. That is the worst, and that is what is playing now. The Fulani have taken everything in Nigeria. Forget about PDP APC. The whole money in Nigeria is in the Fulani pocket. They are just giving their crops to their slaves in the west and in the east. The whole money is in the Fulani position. The whole power, the whole everything is in their court. But the foolish people who say they are educated in the media, they are doing everything to make sure they slave their people. Feeling that they are doing better things for themselves, not knowing that after Fulani using them finish, the Fulani will go after them and kill them one by one, because Fulani has no mercy to anybody. Let me stop here today so far. Thank you very much. All hail Biafra.
Almost hail Biafra. Thank you very much, my brother. Caller on WhatsApp, welcome to the program. Can you hear me? Caller on WhatsApp.
Yes, I can hear you very well.
The whole world is hearing you. Please go on.
Jonathan, Jonathan, if not our leader and the radio Biafra, BOS, Jonathan. Before Chukwokikabiyama that created every creation, we are gone. But Chukwokikabiyama, no mechara na akwabe ebe, then not become Biafrans all over the world. For Chukwokikabiyama to answer us, because we are free already. Then Jonathan, all this year suffering here to lecture us, and is it going to be in vain? It can never be in vain. All of you, but then it is a call. It is better Biafra, so we can Biafra all over the world. Don't know like Ethiopia. I have to follow the name Jonathan. Oh, I know. We are not insulting anybody, then Jonathan. We are telling every nation, both to Fulani, to respect themselves. Let Fulani respect themselves. Let Fulani don't take that because of all these our governors they have eaten, that it will give them the privilege to be better. But we are not shaken. We are very resolute, very formidable. Let them not be kind. It's very determined. Instead of will not come, let it be lower to the grave. And that is how all of us have been. Then the more on the room head. Biafra. Put on an Jonathan, forget about all these governors. Only day, anything you decide to do in the land of their ancestors, then take a wait, no, all these governors, here we are, all of us, this is where we will die. Dara, all that I will I will give you that. Then the chicken to go tell them as soon as they got Psalm 121 and the Psalm 124. Our help cometh only from him. Help to save our leader and who have opened our eye. Let's Fulani, what's our leader? Let's Fulani say that they are very formidable. Let us just crack on the bottom of our leader. Then Fulani will understand that no nation will save them. We will make sure that all of us die on this earth. Dara, the next thing we are taking here, Biafrans, according to Jeremiah chapter 16, no longer saving you from Egypt, but from Fulani, not. Our shit, we are going to do it here. Biafrans, according to Ezekiel chapter 24, this land is a spiritual land. It's a cooking pot. Everybody is seeing it. Then Jonathan Labuka like go. I got Kotanga, then Jonathan. Hey, then Omonoga, squad of God. I don't remember. You can tell me the shake. Now, but that's my name. Lord, shut up. I play game now. Then the Isaiah chapter 44. Then Isaiah chapter 44.
Round up, please.
One point to Kabia, Odobika, okay, the China, take I didn't go. Then now, then who took one room, I can't tell him. Heaven we shake, earth we shake, heaven, and we fall. But I couldn't take the back. We can't, what are them? And you never govern, and you never share. Baba Sajoka, nobody will escape this.
Mazi, I think you are having problem with your network, and we are inching closer towards the end of our program. What we are doing here is to make sure that our people do not forget what is happening and what is to come. That is why we are revealing all the modus operandi of the caliphate. Do you understand? I will pick the last call. The last call. Caller on the line, you are the last caller. Please, go on. Welcome to the program. Caller on WhatsApp. Go on, please.
Yeah, Mazi Johnathan, good evening.
There, well, welcome to the program. You are the last caller.
Yeah, this is your brother Ogugwa. I'm calling from my location.
Well,
Jonathan, you see, I don't know why. Why is it that these people have suddenly, as in, they have become a Satan? A Satan. Okay, when somebody stands on your way, and maybe the person have power more than you, and they stand on your way, telling you that you cannot become somebody in life. He has told us. He has told me that I elected him in office to serve the tendency of Nigeria. He told me that I cannot become somebody. That is what he told me. I cannot become who I want to become. What these people are Satan. Okay, I know. As they withdraw his governorship now, I know that he will not go free because he has killed a lot of people. Mazi Johnathan, this man has committed a lot in Biafra land. Okay, they shifted their baby, the baby that is crying. They want to collect to Southwest. You understand? Okay, now, what of that man that, I don't know, maybe in a what of that man? Where is it now? Because he said that if you don't bring the baby to us, we will quietly. What of that people that is saying that? Don't they see what happened? What happened? Thank God for Nnamdi Kanu. Mazi Johnathan, do you know that this condition that we are now, what if we fail on this our generation? Because I know that you said something. You said there is some people that is saying that you should not stop, you should continue, and I know that those people are top people. They don't like the situation we are, but they don't have maybe they don't have say. But they will support him, they will support that continue, because they know that the next generation will suffer it. But IPOB say no. We cannot pass this to our next generation. We can never. The suffering is too much. The suffering is too much, because if assuming now we fail, this condition we are now, that everybody is suffering in Nigeria. What if we double it times 2? Let me just take times 2. What Mazi Johnathan, Mazi and I woman that sits now, because I go. But thank God for our leader. He remained formidable. Aga. And the only man that come out that they carry this thing on the head, on the head, and some people are somewhere. Now call you, now call you. Family, even Nnamdi Kanu, the whole world, even the whole world, I believe that somebody like Nnamdi Kanu will come out. They don't believe in something, and it's spread over. Everybody has known that Biafra we restore Biafra, because that is the only way. This is opportunity for those people that come back to God. Come back to God. IPOB is serving the living God. Come back to agree with us, so that our unborn children will not suffer this thing that we are suffering now. We cannot pass it to how many years are you going to live on earth? Tell me. Now they are dying in 18, they are dying in 25, they are dying in 60, yes, 80, or 49. What of the people that you will leave behind? That is what put us in this mess now, because now that if he know that this thing that we are going to suffer like this, I thank God for.
Can you hear me? It's not if he had known. No, he knew. If his selfish interest would have, if he would have allowed his knowledge or his wisdom to take over his selfish interest, but he didn't. He want to be the president of that big Nigeria at all costs. Is it not what is the problem with our people today? The same disease, Igbo presidency. Now, if they tell them go and slaughter your people, they go and slaughter. Is it not the same? What is the difference? That is why we need to continue hammering on this, so that this disease will get away. Now they have done them puppy. Another slogan will be Igbo presidency 2031. That will be another. They will tell them, don't worry, on 2031, cool down. 2031, no person will argue with you. Just be good boys. Be good boys, okay? If all these you are miscreants in your midst that are talking about Biafra, kill all of them, slaughter all of them, they'll say yes, sir. They will continue working until that. No, my brother, please go on and round up. The more I talk about them, the more I get upset, honestly. Go on.
The way we are going, I know that it's coming to an end. Our people are suffering. We are suffering so much, even where we are. maybe Yoruba land, even this north, outside people, they are the ones suffering most. Because when you go to Southern Beria, all those places, you will see that the amount of Alamadiri there, I don't know. Even the place I am now, there one place that they call Hausa something in that place. That you will go, you will go 30 minutes, you will be seeing Alamaji, and those people they are passing there, they are the one bringing something for them. Why can't them do the right thing? Why can't them do the right thing? I can't go for Mazi Johnathan. Referendum is the only way. That's the only way. Referendum is the only way, and we are going to get it. Mazi, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Move on.
Of course.
Thank you.
No, we don't have no reverse gear. No. Togo. That's the reality of it. We stop and we perish. So we move on, no matter what. This is where I'm going to switch off the phones. Please don't call again. As I was saying, look at, there is one news I just saw. Bloody day in Kebbi. Terrorists shot 63 vigilantes dead. In Nigeria, it's not making noise in the media. The noise is 63 people. Look at in Ukraine, how many in 2 weeks of fighting, they say whether 300 civilians killed. Now this one, the only one place in Kebbi, 63 people killed. They never talk about Kaduna. They never talk about the ones they are killing in Imo State. When you round it up, it's more than 2,000 every day killed in Nigeria. If you put hand like that, it's not making noise. And in Ukraine, everybody is running helter-skelter talking, because real people are that. These are real human beings. They have touched real human beings. Why should you talk about orangutan, monkeys? The life of monkeys, does it matter? It doesn't matter. It's a normal news. 63 died. Okay, in Kaduna, they never give the update of those that died in Kaduna, those that killed, slaughtered in Kaduna. These are Fulani terrorists that are killing. Do you know that in Burkina Faso, let me tell you, in Burkina Faso now, they are, rising up against the Fulani. It doesn't matter, because now they see them as complete terrorists. Where people are pointing, I see, what where a child is pointing as she is crying, any of her siblings must be there, either her father or parents or any person must be there. Mali is against Fulani. Fulani is causing a problem in Mali. The same thing in Mauritania. The same thing in Western Sahara. The same people in Burkina Faso. The same in Ghana. The same in Nigeria. Central Africa. The same people. Come on. Come on. Let us be careful. That is why we are revealing to you their modus operandi. Rufai have said it in a little way, very humorous way, and people laugh over it. No, we rest. People in Lagos, we go, they are living in here because they don't rest. We in Kaduna now, those Fridays no more work, so we rest and be more productive. Everybody laugh, quack, 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 quack. In Katsina, they now banned the Christian fellowship in a school in Katsina University, and how do you call them? Obedient slaves. They will, everybody now, it's true, then leave it. Is it not okay? They gave them the days to pray. Tuesdays, is it Tuesdays and Thursdays? And give them time. Do you understand? Tuesdays and Thursdays between 6 p.m. and 8 p.m. That is slaves. How you supposed to pray? After all, when they look at history, when they look at around the world, Christians in Saudi Arabia, they go to, if there are Christians anyway. I think Catholic Church now, Saudi Arabia has given Catholic Church only a land to build. They will be praying on Friday, not Sunday. In Dubai, before when they were holding the Islamic calendar, they were praying. Ask the people in Dubai. They go to church on Friday. Their church is Friday. Other places. So if they can change their system, why can't they do it in the Sharia northern Nigeria? In Nigeria, that is it. But Muslims never change their day of prayer. Never. It doesn't matter. You do it, they fight it through. This world is about fighting, survival of the fittest. That I am breathing today because the antibodies in my cells, they have been fighting from the day I was born. The same thing to everybody. This world is about fighting. That is one thing our useless Igbo politicians or Biafran politicians should understand. Not to beg and appeasing. You beg and appease, you become victim. They use you to do peace. Peace will be at your cost, but you should rise up, fight always. In order to get something, you fight for it. That is one thing they fail to understand. I don't know who gave them this cause of appeasement. Anyway, I say appease. Okay, I appease. I don't want to be this. Peace said peace versus Kanu Emir. I want to be used to destabilize Nigeria. Onyema. That is today's news, March 8, 2022. They know how to beg. You read the body of the day, you see how he's begging for peace. Our people, we should know how to fight. That is why the Fulani are on top, because they always fighting. Politically, they are fighting. Anyhow, they are fighting. And they fight, they rise up. When you say, no, I don't want problem or peace, you are in a world of problem. Do you know this planet double rotates? It's rotating, I think, the first rotation, I think 21,000 kilometers per hour. The first. Now the second rotation going around the sun, about 100 and something thousand kilometers per hour. A world, you are born into a world like this, always moving, going at high speed, and you say that you want peace. Come on. There is no peace. No peace. You have to fight for your survival and for your growth. You have to fight for it. This is not a world where peaceful people. No. Look at how they want to do Russia. Actually, Russia called ordinary country, and Russia said no, we cannot be. You cannot. To keep missiles carried by a neighbor become a NATO, a member of NATO, not Atlantic Treaty Organization. Just imagine if Russia go to Mexico and make them say, okay, be pro, I will put my missile there. This what will happen? They did it in Cuba. Russia, Soviet Union tried it with Fidel Castro. They are still suffering the effect today, the sanctions. They went to the war in 1961, the invasion, the Bay of Pigs, which failed. Do you understand? So to tell you that this world, no sentiment in the world. If you are so peaceful, you become, towel, tissue paper. To clean your hand. That is what the politicians in our land, they want us to be. Tissue paper. Because they're always begging. They're always trying to appease. We should rise up to fight. In any way. Diplomatically. In any way round. Because these people, the people we are dealing with. They are not people you take you joke with. I'm telling you, Erufai have said it in a jovial way, humorous way. People laugh over it. After they will expand it. In Casina the same. All is playing round is coming. When you gather in your small church, in your place. No. It can never happen. Colonization? No, Islam, it can never happen. But they are gradually doing it. Imagine is a Muslims in one school in any part of the south or Biafra land, that they say, no, don't pray on Friday. By now, everywhere will be hot. Everywhere what? It doesn't matter whether the people, there are only two of them. They don't care. But Christians and the non-Muslims that in Nigeria that are money is their ultimate goal. Any person that will want to talk, they will just promise him one position in Nigeria. Or give him money. He will shut up. People without dignity, they can buy. That is how the Fulani are looking at you. That is why they call you unbelievers, the infidels, filthy pigs, because they can buy you with anything and you accept. But we are Biafrans. Mazi Kanu has radicalized us. We are unbribable. It doesn't matter whether we are hungry, you give us food, we reject it. Direct. That is how it should be. Because we have dignity. For us to do your bid, no. We are not like Ohanes and Igbo. Now they will be giving them promise 2031. Igbo president, hey, you see them and nothing in the head. They don't know how to be politically active. Real political activity. Defending their people. They don't know. God. This is where I'm going to stop. Biafra is our religion. Biafra is our identity. We have no other identity than Biafra. Therefore, we must continue what we are doing. It doesn't matter the pains, because there is gain at the end. Thank you for listening. From me, Mazi Johnathan Chinedu, from here, it is simply good evening.